Hi, my name's Amanda. I'm a coach and a trance channel, and welcome back to my series called Guided and Grounded. This is a series where I invite forward the spirit guides to share a message with you, and then they take that message and they help turn it around so that you can observe how it's taking place in your life, inside of your body, inside of your energy field, so that once you observe it, you can shift it and then eventually release it. So it's a journey of just self-discovery inside of this message they want to share with you, and also a message that you've been calling in and asking about and wanting answers to. And so they're not only guiding you on how to receive that information, but on what to do with it. So the way this works is I close my eyes, I check in with them, and I see what they want to share with you. And the message tends to build on itself slowly. So we'll see what they want to share with you today. So they're showing me this image of a couple different ones, but I think it's along the same lines of in a swing or in a hammock, and you're kind of rocking back and forth. So on the swing, you're coming back and then you hit this kind of end point, and then the momentum takes you forward and then you're pulled back again. And there's this kind of motion where you're moving back and forth and almost weightless and airborne at the top before gravity pulls you down again. And they're now honing in on the hammock image as well, about how you're lying in the hammock and your weight is supported by the hammock, and you're kind of there's this like rocking motion back and forth that is um kind of supporting your body, and also your body weight is allowing it to kind of rock you in that way, because the weight of your body provides a load for gravity to pull on that allows for that momentum to take place. And they're saying, they're like kind of drawing that through line, that this is how it operates inside of you, inside of your life too. Okay, they're saying we'll get back to that in a second. They just wanted to make that connection before we keep going. So they're showing me this image of putting a glove on. It kind of looks like a gardening glove or like a thick leather glove, and you're putting it over your hand, and you're using this glove to protect your hand and your skin from the surfaces that you're going to be touching. So whether you're putting the glove on to protect yourself from the cold temperatures, or you're putting your glove off to do gardening work and to protect yourself from the thorns, this is just like a something that you wear on top of your skin that is a form of protection and isolation, so that you don't come in contact with surfaces that might cause pain or discomfort or wear and tear of any kind. And it allows you to go about tasks without concern for your safety, and being able to do things in a way that you wouldn't be able to do before, either more efficiently or with more enjoyment. And that is, they're saying that is essentially what you are asking for inside of your spiritual journey. You're asking for ways that you can move through life, on the one hand, where momentum takes you forward and you feel supported inside of that, like very relaxing, fun experience of just allowing yourself to be taken through space and time and guided, and it feels fun and exciting, and there's this like childlike enjoyment of the experience, but also safety, where you are putting on some sort of, they're saying, spiritual knowing or understanding that allows you to move through life with this almost like this shield, where you can do tasks and perform actions feeling protected, feeling like you don't have to be afraid to move forward or to take action in any way because you have this layer of protection on. So it's both providing fun, enjoyment, and freedom, as well as protection and safety. And they're saying that that is the the belief system that spirituality gives you. It is this additional layer of those things that facilitates a different way of moving through life. And all it is a belief system. That's it. You decided to believe in this thing, and that belief system has provided you these outcomes, feeling safe, feeling protected, feeling fun and enjoyment and laughter and weightlessness. And nothing necessarily changed for you other than your experience of you because you decided to believe in something different. And they just want you to take note of that because that's how powerful your belief systems are. A shift in your belief system changes everything. It changes your experience of your entire life and how powerful that is. But they're saying it goes both ways. Is there's belief systems that you can take on that create the opposite effects in your life, where all of a sudden you start to believe things or think things, and the experience of life becomes more challenging and becomes less enjoyable because it's filled with more potential pitfalls. But it's not necessarily because anything has changed on the outside. It's only because you've started to fear something on the inside. And that fear may never come to be, but having the anticipation that it could creates a very different experience. And they're saying, and a very different outcome, because you might make different choices as a byproduct of trying to avoid that scary thing. And those different choices might lead to different outcomes as a result. So your entire life, your purpose, your reality, everything changes and shifts as a byproduct of what's felt and believed inside first. And so they're saying that is all that they really do for you. That's it. All they do for you. And by they, what do you mean? They're saying whatever you believe they to be, spirit guides, angels, ancestors, loved ones, archangels, um, gods, goddesses, a higher power, source consciousness, like whatever it is, whatever power you believe exists out there, your belief system in that power provides this different experience for you. And they're not doing anything for you other than facilitating that bridge into a different state of being that elicits a different reality as a result. But you do that. They don't do that for you. You do that for you. All they do is support you inside of that desired experience of you. That's it. And whatever you're asking them for, they help guide you there only because you're asking for it. They're not putting that on you if you don't want it. They're only assisting you in acquiring a belief in you, which is ultimately what's desired here. Can you expand on that? Your desire at the deepest, most core level is to believe in you. And if believing in them allows you to believe more deeply in you, that's great. They don't care. It doesn't matter. Ultimately, what matters is that you believe more in you. And that's exciting both to you as well as to them. And so if that's the way that they can assist you, fantastic, because you've got the desired result that you were looking for. And if someone else is desiring to believe in themselves without the belief in them, then they'll assist them in that too, in the best way that they can and know how to, is what they're saying. Okay. And so, what they desire to teach you today is where you are withholding your own sense of power and responsibility and denying that experience of you. Okay. Because what you've been asking for, what you've been searching for, seeking, and trying to call in is feeling more centered and grounded and guided innately, not needing to rely on somebody or something else, because there's something powerful in being able to guide your own sense of self, to lead the way for you. And they're saying that that is what a lot of you have been trying to call in, is how you can trust in you to follow you and to guide you. They're feeling that a lot from you right now. And maybe it's a byproduct of watching these and beginning to witness where you may not have trusted that you had that ability. And now they're saying that you're starting to see it and you're starting to make that connection and you want that for you. And they want that for you too. And so they want to show you how. They want to show you how to anchor into the belief system that you guide you and where more of that trust is needed in order to. Because what? Because there's a part of you that still doesn't feel feel what? Trusting. There's a part of you that's doubting. There's a part of you that's wanting so badly to be able to block out of the noise, like let go of all the stuff out there and to just follow the calling, follow the nudge, and trust the path as it presents itself. Like everything that we've been talking about feeling the calling and trusting in your own wisdom and feeling guided and not needing to see the path, and not having those big doubts and fears. They're sensing that you're like ready for that and you're wanting to call that in, but doubt that it's possible for you, that you're capable of it, that it's going to work for you is 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 still present, and you're feeling a lot of it and you're trusting in believing in that. And they're saying what? They're saying that they don't want you to focus on the doubt that's present. They want you to welcome in this other part of you that what? They they want you to feel comfortable taking the glove off. When you take the glove off, you no longer need protection to move through life. Yes, it opens you up to the elements that could be painful and toxic and fearful and uncomfortable. But they're saying that's what you want. You don't want to be afraid anymore. You don't want to have to move through life with the glove on because you're afraid of what you might encounter if you were to take it off. And so they want to guide you on feeling into that a little bit, just a little bit, because this is a process. But they're wanting to show you what it would look like to begin to very slowly remove that glove and to feel this sense of empowered trust and confidence to move through life, not fearing what's out there anymore. because you feel so safe inside of you, so solid inside of you that the glove is no longer needed. And the discomfort of not wearing it is going to linger for a little bit until you build that trust, which is going to come in time. The trust is not going to come first. You got to take the glove off slowly and know that there's going to be fear there. But the more you spend time without the glove on, the more you'll see, wait, like, I don't know that I need it anymore. Or I know that I can always put it back on whenever I want to. I can put it on, I can take it off. When you're putting gloves on to go garden, you're not wearing those gloves all the time. You're just wearing them for that one specific task because you know for that specific task, it's smarter to wear them. And that's what they're saying. They're saying it's not an all or nothing situation where you don't have to remove the safety protection and go through life like completely exposed all the time. They're saying you have the freedom to put the glove on and take the glove off as needed. And sometimes it will legitimately feel like it's needed. And sometimes you're going to recognize that it's so much easier without it because you have more dexterity when you're not wearing the glove. And so there are tasks that are so much easier and make more sense when you're not wearing the glove. And they're saying it's the same in terms of how you feel. It's exactly the same. And sometimes you're going to feel like you need their help. And sometimes you're going to go through life feeling like you don't, like you have it together. You don't need them. It's nice to know that they're there, but you have so much trust and faith in you that you don't really need them anymore. Okay. Where else would you like to go with this? They just want to light the path ahead for you on how to do that. Why is it important to do this? Like, why is this message coming through today? Like, what is the ultimate purpose behind this message today? It's to feel empowered inside of who you are, because that is the gift that the spiritual perspective gives you, but they want you to start reaping the reward of that. You've been aware now that there is a higher power and that you have it inside of you and you have the potential to connect with it and to feel it, but you haven't been able to or fully or as much as you'd want to. So there's still this disconnect where the awareness of it is there, but you don't fully feel it. And you don't fully feel it because you have doubt that you can, or that you will, or that you could, or would, or should. Um, and what? And they're saying that's part of the process. That's it. Like there's nothing wrong with that. You're moving at your own pace, and they're just here to help with the next step. They're saying it's no fun to believe in something and not be able to feel the benefits of that, right? It's not fun to watch other people being able to live inside of an energy that you have the awareness of, that you're witness to, but feeling like it's inaccessible to you. And that's what it's been feeling like for you. And they want you to help realize your own potential, that it's not something that's out of reach for you. It's not something that's out there that you're trying to grasp, that you haven't figured out how to yet. They want to guide you back in because ultimately that's where it's going to be found. What you're searching for is an inner knowing, is a belief in you, is a feeling of empowerment inside of you. That's where your abilities and your potential and your freedom is going to be found. Everything that you want is here and now and within. You have to go within to get it. You're not going to find it out there. And they're saying you know that. You have an understanding of that now. You're aware of that now. So let's go. Let's do it. Let's uncover it. Let's do the work. You're ready and you're willing and you're wanting to. Cool. Yeah, they're excited and they're proud of you. And they're honoring your desire to be taken there. They're just showing like the base of a tree where there's like a really tall tree coming out of the ground, but you can sort of see like the roots at the base of the tree, kind of coming in and out of the ground. And they're saying that the roots are the lifeline of the tree. They are what the tree uses to ground into the earth, to collect its nutrients, to grow tall and strong. It has to have long, wide, thick roots going down and in into the ground. And that is what we're calling in today, is in order to grow tall and strong and to have access to this brilliant, beautiful channel that you have. They're actually saying the channel is here. It's not up there. There's the perception that the channel is like up there somewhere. The channel's in your heart, they're saying. Okay, this is a really important message. They're saying that the frequency that you're looking to access is a frequency that's found in the heart. When we talk about channel, we use this like, when we think of channel, we think of this like beam of light, almost like cylindrical, like beam. And they're saying it's not like that. It's like this, like it's in. You access a different frequency through a felt sense, through a feeling, through an emotion, because that's what energy is. And in order to have a knowing or an understanding, you have to be able to feel it through a sense. It's felt. It's felt. It comes through as an understanding, but it's a feeling. They want me to use myself as an example here to help you understand this message. When they're talking to me, I don't always hear a voice in my head. I describe it as a voice in my head, but most of the time, I have the awareness of a voice, but it's more of an understanding of what's being said rather than a verbal message. And the understanding a lot of the time comes through a feel, they're saying all the time, it comes through a feeling. I'm feeling something, and based on what I'm feeling, I'm understanding what the meaning is behind the feeling. They're saying that that's how I do it, but they wanted me to articulate that for you so that you have a better idea of why it's important to feel, why it's located in the heart, not like the head. It's not an understanding, it's a feeling that elicits an understanding. You have to be willing to trust and believe in you to access it. And that is the frequency shift that's needed and that's desired. So that's what they want to take you through today. And they want you to they're saying grounding is the first step, and that's what they want to focus on right now. It's really important to ground, and grounding is oftentimes not understood or discussed what it really is. Grounding is feeling solid and anchored inside of who you are. It's believing in you, it's trusting in you, it's feeling safe and understood and represented inside of you, because that creates a strength of character. And it's that strength of character, this like sovereign sense of identity and sense of self that allows you to open your heart and take off the glove, because you're no longer feeling unstable and unworthy and scared. When you're feeling grounded inside of who you are, you trust yourself more, you feel more confidence, you have this sense of um, knowing that you're going to be okay because you trust yourself to make sure that you will be. And the more you trust yourself, the less afraid you are of someone shattering that. And so you're more likely to feel comfortable taking the glove off because you don't feel like you have to protect yourself from everything, because you feel comfortable and safe inside of who you are. And when you feel comfortable and safe inside of who you are, you're going to remove the glove. You're going to let go of the boundaries and barriers and protective layer that you've been wearing. You'll be able to walk around much more open to the world, and that's when you'll be able to receive insight. It's the insight that exists inside of you that you've been protecting yourself from, because there's a part of you that is doesn't believe in your ability to receive it. But that is why you keep the glove on, close yourself off, and have been less aware of the knowing that's already there. So, what they're saying is all they're doing today is they want to ground you into a sense of comfort, acknowledging the truth that already exists inside of you. And that has been what you've been asking for without realizing that you're asking for it. And they want to show you how. So, they're saying this is going to be a little bit more of an extensive experience today. And so this is something that you might want to pause and come back to if you're in the middle of something or distracted in some way, so that you can, they're saying, and so that you can ground into the experience of you. So pause and come back to this when you're ready. Okay, so they're just saying that to get comfortable, to be comfortable, and to be open to being open and honest and truthful, and therefore perhaps uncomfortable. So just closing your eyes and sitting somewhere or lying down somewhere comfortable. And they want you to visualize yourself as a tree and allowing big, strong roots to extend down from your feet through the floor. If you're sitting, allowing these roots to extend down from your feet, from below your thighs, from below your hips, fully anchoring you into the ground. They're even showing roots coming down through your fingers if your hands are hanging by your side, just big, strong roots coming down from everywhere into the ground. And if you're lying down, roots extending down from the base of your skull, from your neck, from your shoulder blades, from your entire spine, from your hips, thighs, calves, and heels, just every part of your body that is supported by the ground, big, strong roots are being planted down through the baseboards of the home or room that you're in, down through the different layers of the earth, just like spreading deep and wide. And they're saying that they want you to recognize what it feels like knowing that you are so solidly connected to the ground. You're immovable. Like there's nowhere that you can fall. There's no wrong step that you can take because you're so firmly planted to the ground that you can't topple over. And they just want you to recognize what that feels like to have so much certainty that you can't fall. Like there's absolutely no fear inside of you right now that you're going to misstep somewhere and fall or slip or trip, lose your balance in any way. You're just so firmly anchored. And what that feels like to feel anchored. And now they're wanting you to think about a choice that you have in your life where there's uncertainty, or an area in your life where you've been wavering, where you're not sure what choice to make, what decision to make. There's uncertainty, there's like things are up in the air, you've been wavering back and forth, you keep thinking through all of the options. And which option, of all the options that you have available to you, which one, when you think about stepping towards it, creates this feeling of like firmly being planted and grounded? Don't think about why. Don't second guess it. Don't create these scenarios of, well, yeah, it feels more grounded because it's the safest one. Who cares? That's not what matters right now. All that matters is the feeling that it elicits, which is this grounding sense of trust and safety, where you feel so grounded and safe and firm and planted if when you visualize moving in that direction versus the other ones that feel shaky and uncertain and ungrounded in comparison. And they want you to witness the difference in the contrast in these feelings. That's it. They just want you to become aware of the contrast and how these different options feel inside of you. One feels way more anchored and grounded, and one feels a little bit like ungrounded and shaky and like hesitant and like, I don't know. What do you want them to do from this place? They want you to trust that. You don't have to make a decision, but they just want you to recognize this feeling of groundedness inside of this one choice and where you are not trusting that feeling. Your body is telling you. That's an intuitive feeling, my child, my love. That's what they're saying. It's a feeling. You're the feeling's already in you. You're just second guessing it. And they're saying that's okay. It's because the glove is on. You're feeling like you have to wear the glove. If you don't take action yet, if you continue to stay in limbo, weighing out all of your options, it's the same as wearing your glove. You're protecting yourself from something that you're perceiving could happen that's dangerous, that's fearful. And they want you to keep the glove on for now. You don't have to take it off yet, but they just want you to witness what it feels like to move in one direction versus the other. Witness the difference in how it feels and ask yourself, not ask yourself, but become aware of how often you listen to that feeling, how often you recognize that feeling and disregard it or just recognize it and don't allow it to register what that feeling means. You didn't realize that that was intuitive felt sense. You didn't realize that that was the feeling you were asking for, the trust you were looking for. It's already there. Your channel is wide open and available for you to utilize. You just have to start tuning into it. And this is how it's through a feeling. That's it. They're wanting me to use myself as an example again. It took me a long time to get to a point where I began to trust what those feelings meant. A long time. I've been doing this consistently for 5 years now, 4 years, 4 years. And only now am I getting to the point where I can turn on a camera and close my eyes and tune into a feeling and know what that feeling means. And I still have doubt. I just let the doubt be there while I while I move forward. So the glove is off and I'm afraid, but have the confidence to take the glove off. It's taken me 4 years to get there. So give yourself time. You're learning what these feelings mean for you. And the more you feel it and move forward in that direction and trust it, you'll, through trial and error, you'll get a sense of what things mean for you and how they feel for you. And they're saying you can start with very small things. You don't have to start with big life decisions. They just wanted to use this as an example so that you can start to feel it inside of you. But you can start with very small things where the stakes are not as high and just test it out. And ultimately, it's a game of learning. They're showing me the swing set. It's the game of the fun of feeling weightless and trusting the swing to guide you. And it's that swing of emotions, is what they're saying. It's the swing between feeling afraid and trusting. And that's what makes life fun. It's the swing. It's that like butterfly feeling of excitement and fear. That's what they're talking about. That's what makes the swing set so fun as a kid, is there's this tiny little feeling of danger. But at the same time, you kind of know that you're safe because you're holding on to the swing set. But there's a moment in time where you get to the very top of the swing before you're pulled back down again, where you're weightless, and it's like a little scary. It's exciting and it's fun. And that's why you ride the swing over and over and over again. If there wasn't that small element of fear, there would be less excitement and less fun, and you might be less inclined to hop on the swing in the first place. So they're just saying, let the swing be there. Enjoy the swing experience, and knowledge and trust and experience of the swing will come in time, and that's where your trust and belief in you will grow from. And they're just showing you the first step. Beautiful message. I hope this resonated for you. I would love to hear from you. If it does, please comment below. Please like this video, subscribe to this channel if you'd like more of this. And if this message in particular resonated for you, and if you trust in it and believe in it and you're feeling inspired by it and you want to play more deeply inside of it, I just want to share with you that I'm currently offering one-on-one intuitive coaching sessions, both in a one-off experience and also in a 3-month mentorship capacity. And so we can explore this on a deeper level in a one-on-one capacity where I can guide you and explore with you specifically what's going on in your life, how this is showing up for you, and personally guide you through it in a way that's more difficult for me in a YouTube video. And so we would be tackling anything that you're going through in life where you're feeling stuck or frustrated or unsure, or you would like clarity, or you would like help trusting in this intuitive knowing and building your confidence with it. Go to my website at amandalaurenblau.com. You can find it in the bio and on my YouTube channel, and check out the description of those services on my website there, and reach out to me if you're feeling called to join me inside of a more intimate one-on-one experience. So if you have any questions, you're welcome to send me a message through there as well. I hope you enjoyed this lovely message and experience for you today. And I'll see you next week in next episode of Guided and Grounded. Have a good one. Bye.